My name is Lance Allred, first legally deaf player in NBA history and team member at Columbus. Welcome to the 15th annual Heroes at Work recognition event. We are here today to recognize the organizations and individuals that partner with Columbus Community Center in its mission to support the growth, development, and independence of people with disabilities. This has been a challenging year, to say the least. And though we could not hold our in-person breakfast, we felt that we still needed to celebrate our great partners, clients, and staff. So, we're coming to you virtual. With this year, we made the decision to change the name from Dignity Through Work to Heroes at Work. 2020 has been a year of so many heroes all over the world, and right here in our great state. It was a perfect year to change. We'd like to thank our sponsors. I would now like to introduce Mike Wilhart, Columbus Community Center's Board Chair.
Thank you for tuning in to our Workplace Heroes event. It's so different this year being a virtual event versus in person with the breakfast where we get to see everyone. Columbus is really near and dear to my heart from my personal story. My daughter, Sarah, is a Columbus client, started 8 years ago with Columbus at the Intermountain Healthcare Laundry. She was a past recipient of recognition at this event. Intermountain Healthcare, what they've done for Sarah and Columbus has done for her has been phenomenal. She has a job. She has incredible pride that she does have a job. She enjoys that she's able to earn money to pay for her activities. These events supporting Columbus's help in the disabled community is huge. The pride these individuals give and the impact they have on the workplace, the more positive experience they have for the other workers that are considered so-called normal is huge. This is something that is just incredible to me, the benefits to my family, society as a whole. There's incredible people that are recognized in our Workplace Heroes this year, incredible organizations and individuals. Thank you so much for participating in this, and any support you can provide Columbus is greatly appreciated.
Thanks, Mike. Some of you might not know, Mike was the one that interviewed me for my position to join the team, so I'm a little bit biased towards Mike. We'll now hear from Christy Chambers, our Columbus Community Center's CEO.
Good morning, and we're so glad you're tuning in. Much time and thought were dedicated developing this program to make sure we honored the extraordinary efforts made on behalf of Columbus and the clients we serve. So many to thank, so little time. We'll do our best. It is truly inspiring to see a community come together to protect our most vulnerable members. The teamwork demonstrated by both staff and board during the early stages of the pandemic laid the groundwork to keeping our clients safe and out of harm's way for the many months to follow. This was not an easy task, as we needed to quickly plan, pivot, and adapt to a world no one could have ever possibly predicted. Our infrastructure and resolve were put to the test, and we passed with flying colors, making us a stronger, more cohesive team as a result. Today we are highlighting just a few of our inspirational stories. Know that there are many heroes amongst us, from the essential frontline workers who put their health and safety on the line each and every day to keep our clients safe and happy, to our outstanding management team that kept our mission core to all of our decision-making during a time of crisis, to a supportive board who brought the necessary resources to keep morale high and our operations moving forward. This collective effort is one that we should all be proud of, and something I will personally never forget. Thank you to each and every one of you who saw us through and continue to make sure that a world of inclusion and caring can still exist, even in a time of chaos and profound uncertainty. From all of us at Columbus, we wish you and your loved ones the gift of grace, humor, and valuing what is important in our lives during this holiday season.
Thank you, Christy. Now let's get on to the awards. The Visionary Leadership Award recognizes those who have made a significant impact in the community that improves the lives of individuals with disabilities. This year we honor the Next Work Ad Hoc Committee. The Next Work Ad Hoc Committee has provided Columbus with invaluable guidance for the formation of our Next Work Academy for Independent Living. This committee's leadership and dedication shows a genuine commitment to providing equal educational, employment, and life skills opportunities for individuals with autism. Each member of this committee brought their best skills, strengths, knowledge, and passion to this project. Through thoughtful deliberation and respectful discourse, the committee molded and shaped an ambitious vision into a viable program which will serve the Salt Lake autism community for years to come. The standards of excellence established throughout the process continues to provide a roadmap that guides the program's success. We wish to acknowledge each committee member's steadfast sacrifice and commitment to actualizing a program that serves as a shining example of inclusion in our community.
The Next Work program is a comprehensive program for adults with autism. So it's comprehensive because it covers different areas of life, from independent living to employment.
And there are many individuals with autism who have spectacular work skills, but who have difficulty because of the social skills that are required, have difficulty because they've not lived independently and need some help with organizing and prioritizing their daily living activities. So that's the purpose of the Next Work program.
The ad hoc committee is formed of professionals of different fields that have experience with autism and an interest in autism. And the committee has been instrumental in helping us to form this program. You know, when you're starting a new program, you have a lot of questions. You know, you have to figure out what data points you need to collect. You have to figure out what research you're going to base things on. You have to understand the community that you're serving. And the committee was key to helping us to gather all of that information so that the program could be built to serve the people that we are serving.
The Next Work program really makes me proud because it meets a need for individuals who often don't qualify for services or funding because their disability is not perceived as being severe enough. And once they graduate from high school or past the age of 21, there's very little support for them, and with some extra help, such adults with autism can be very productive economically and can have a great quality of life living independently in the community.
I'd like the Next Work space to be the hub of autism services, especially in Salt Lake County, but even in Utah. I'd like to see the model be adopted elsewhere because it's comprehensive and it can support over the long term. And it's designed to do that, to help individuals to establish their individuality, their independence, and to be able to build the community that they need and the supports that they need to last throughout their lifetime.
On behalf of the Next Work Ad Hoc Review Committee, I'm very proud to accept this award. It makes all of us very pleased to be able to contribute to what is a noble and, we hope, very successful program.
Next, we have the Social Enterprise Award, which recognizes creative entrepreneurial efforts that create meaningful opportunities for individuals with disabilities to live and work in the community. This year, we honor Housing Connect. Housing Connect's contributions to the Hub of Opportunity has been invaluable to Columbus and our mission for inclusion through economic and workforce development and independent living for those with disabilities. For over 30 years, Housing Connect has worked with Columbus in providing safe, affordable housing for people with disabilities. We are incredibly grateful for a long-standing partnership based on trust and mutual respect, which made the building of the Hub of Opportunity possible. From originating the unique financing to achieving 100% occupancy during a pandemic, Housing Connect has demonstrated time and time again why they are a nationally recognized innovator in developing affordable housing for those most in need.
Housing Connect and Columbus have had a 35-year relationship, and as we embarked on the hub and used our skills as a service provider to those with disabilities and Housing Connect's long history of building affordable housing for special populations, it really was a natural fit. And Housing Connect, having been a partner for so long, really stepped up to the plate to not only help us complete the building, but their very specialized team in leasing up the apartments that were available, the affordable housing, was just spectacular.
It probably took us 5 or 6 years to kind of put it together and start the construction. And it was a challenge kind of at every turn. And it was nice to have a partner at our side where we had the same mission. We could really play off of each other's strengths. We knew how to do housing and development. Columbus knew their population, had really great community partners to step in. It's been a great partnership.
The hub to me is a sign of hope. It's a hope that it becomes a model for future developments that allow for individuals from all walks of life, all abilities to live together as neighbors in a place that they're proud to call their home.
In a year that's been unlike any other, home has really taken on a definition in and of itself in the importance of providing housing to those living at lower income levels and those with disabilities. The state of Utah has suffered a great deficiency in regards to affordable housing units, and this has provided that and filled that gap for those living with disabilities and the lack of accessibility units within our community at an affordable level. And then at a granular level, it's also been key for Columbus in regards to working with TOD and providing housing for those that don't drive. And it was instrumental in regards to the project itself was located on a corner lot of Meadowbrook Station and provided a heavy, enriched community for bus, transit, and just a walkable community as well.
It's a beautiful facility. It's a great location. It's mixed income, so we've got affordable housing with market rate. It kind of seamlessly integrates people into a community. You know, this is going to be part of a vibrant community for years to come. On behalf of Housing Connect's Board of Commissioners and staff, I am honored to accept this award from Columbus. We are thrilled to be recognized for our innovative and holistic approach to providing housing and services. Thank you.
And now we have the Business Partner of the Year. This award is given to a company that supports Columbus's efforts to create and deliver employment opportunities for people with disabilities. This year we honor Intermountain Healthcare. Intermountain Healthcare is known for its desire to assist people with disabilities to achieve their goals and succeed. Currently, Intermountain Healthcare provides approximately 30 jobs for people with disabilities. They have shown a deep desire to support persons with disabilities by providing these opportunities and taking the time to help them grow and improve their life skills. Intermountain Healthcare is a proactive partner, always looking for new opportunities in all areas of their organization. As our business partner, Intermountain Healthcare clearly shows a culture of caring and concern for inclusivity, equality, and embracing each person's individuality and strengths.
We've been partners with Columbus Community Center since 2006, so almost just over 14 years. We love working with Columbus Community Center clients. Some of the jobs that they perform for us are folding linen items, they sort scrubs, they bag isolation gowns, and they work on our laundry folding machines. They're invaluable. They're such an integral part of our team that when they're not here, we definitely miss them.
They met with us right before the pandemic and wanted to grow the experience that they had helped us create over the years. That has led to additional contracts with Intermountain Healthcare's home and hospice care, as well as looking at other contracts in other departments. And we're just excited because they keep coming to us. It's not like it was just a one and done. They reach back out to us month after month to check in.
The Columbus Community Center clients have had a huge impact working with our team. They bring their enthusiasm and their energy to the workplace and their commitment to doing the very best job possible. And that's such an infectious attitude, and it spills over into our team as well.
To me, they are like family, you know, because I appreciate them, and every single one of them, I appreciate that they're here and they help us out. And I really enjoy all of them.
Having a partner like Intermountain Healthcare is so unique in this industry. To have someone who's so dedicated to the mission of Columbus. I mean, this is the largest employer in the state that's looking specifically to find jobs for people with disabilities, and they want to do it through Columbus.
The business relationship with Columbus Community Center is important to Intermountain Healthcare because we believe in the mission of the Columbus Community Center, and it fits very well with the mission of Intermountain Healthcare to help people learn and to grow and to live the healthiest lives possible. And we both have that same mission, and so it's really great to partner with somebody who has the same belief systems that we do. It's such an honor and a privilege to be named Business Community Partner of the Year by Columbus Community Center. We highly value our relationship with the Columbus Community Center, and we look forward to all that our relationship has to offer in the future.
This year, we will also be honoring some of the Columbus staff that became essential heroes at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. We will share the extraordinary stories of compassion and dedication of staff and the true grit and determination of our clients during this unprecedented time. We will honor 2 of our staff this year. Our first essential hero is Colin Schrock. Colin's consistent initiative at a time when Columbus was most in need served as a shining example of going above and beyond. From quickly migrating our IT from in-office to home office, to ensuring our clients were equipped with essential living and transportation needs, he instinctively understood what was needed and willingly stepped in to make sure everyone was safe and well cared for. In addition, he expertly managed the many construction details of the Hub of Opportunity in spite of a raging pandemic. Columbus and the Hub occupants will benefit for years to come from Colin's efforts.
Colin came to Columbus about 5 years ago. We had a position open for a facility manager, and Colin had worked with Columbus before. It was almost a shoo-in that when we opened the facility manager position, which was a new position to Columbus, that he was a natural fit for that. He had the institutional knowledge of the agency, he had the skill set, and he jumped right into this new role and knew exactly what to do. He really intersects with every department at Columbus and helps and assists. As our facility manager, of course, we rely on him to make sure that everything's working properly, but he also adopted the role of our IT person. During the pandemic and the like, that was just a critical role. We truly, in just a day's time, moved people from an office environment into a home-based setting, and in order to do so, the technology needed to be updated, and Colin really just jumped right in, made sure that happened, and within a week's time, we were all, for the most part, those of us who could, those who weren't essential workers, were working out of our houses with the necessary computers in place, and that is Colin. Colin takes the initiative without being asked. He identifies what needs to happen, and he takes his professional skills and program management to make sure that it happens to the best of the ability in a coordinated fashion across, again, the entire Columbus agency. Our Hub of Opportunity during the pandemic, of course, was coming online, so we had parallel things happening. We had our COVID response, which was quite significant, but then we also had the finishing touches on the Hub. And a lot of those finishing touches involved really quality control, making sure that doors were put in appropriately, making sure the carpet was installed adequately, making sure that the IT within the building was operational, making sure that there was cell phone coverage within the Hub. And all of these things Colin really just took on naturally. We had our punch list of things that needed to happen to make sure that the quality was what it needed to be, and he was the one who made sure that those things happened.
I love Columbus. I love the mission. I love the people there, our clients, our staff, all of our partnerships. It's a very rewarding job. From day one when I started many years ago, the clients having a place to go is so meaningful to them. And being able to support them in that is, again, very rewarding and keeps me coming back every day. I want to thank everybody at Columbus for this award. I generally work in the backgrounds, keeping our facilities and assets running smooth, safe, and secure. I don't feel that I deserve this award any more than anyone else, as there are a lot of individuals that work the front lines. If it wasn't for them, I would not be here. Everyone at Columbus is an essential worker and a hero in my mind. I love my job. I am grateful for what we do at Columbus, our mission, our clients we serve, the clients we serve, as well as our wonderful partnerships, and of course, my coworkers. I also want to thank my wife, Danette. If it wasn't for her and her understanding of my long hours and frustrations that I bring home, I would not be able to do this job. I want you all to please be safe as we will get through this pandemic soon. Thank you.
Our second Essential Hero Award goes to Courtney Tyler. Courtney is being honored because of her management of the outbreak of COVID-19 at the Foothill residential site. Despite being diagnosed with the virus herself, she continued to provide direct care services to the clients that had also tested positive. She led her staff and clients through the outbreak, following CDC guidelines to ensure everyone's safety and help mitigate the virus's spread.
So Courtney Tyler has worked for us over 10 years, started out as a direct care professional staff and moved up to being a residential manager over our Foothill program. Foothill program is a couple of fourplexes that serve people with developmental disabilities. They are pretty independent individuals. They go out in the community, some of them have jobs.
The thing I really love about this job is it is always evolving, always changing, and there are always new challenges. And I think that's really what sucked me in and has kept me here for so long, is we're always learning new things and teaching new things, and there's never a dull moment.
In early April, we had an outbreak of COVID at Foothill. So we had 5 clients who tested positive for COVID. And then we ended up having, I believe, 5 staff, including Courtney, who tested positive with COVID.
We got hit really, really early on. I think we were within like the first 700 people in the state of Utah. So we worked with the directors at Columbus and the health department, just trying to figure out a plan of how to handle this. We were all out of our element, so we just had to figure out a plan together, and we made it work to the best of our abilities.
So what we were able to do is have the positive tested staff work with the positive tested clients. Courtney was just absolutely fantastic in doing it. She was able to provide the services. Her and her staff, even though they tested positive, were willing and able to serve the individuals. They were very calm, very professional, kept all of the clients calm, and was able to deliver very effective services, safe services.
I guess the biggest thing I learned is to take it seriously. You know, it is a really big deal. We came out of it really well. We handled it, but it is dangerous, it is scary, and I think we've just learned that you've just got to have that compassion for everybody else by doing what you need to protect yourself and others. When it comes down to it, I could not have done it without my team. We've got a small crew here, but they are just so helpful, and everyone just stood up to this challenge. Nobody backed out or ran away. Might have had some little meltdowns in the beginning that first day, but we moved forward from that and just powered through. I want to thank Columbus for helping my staff and I to navigate through these tough times and recognizing how hard we work to keep our individuals healthy and happy. I'm just really grateful. Thank you.
The awards we have already presented this morning acknowledge the contributions our community partners have made to support the Columbus mission to enable individuals with disabilities so that they can live and work in the community. Now, we will recognize 2 individuals who were nominated by the staff at Columbus Community Center to be honored as workplace heroes. These individuals are being recognized for the contributions they make to the workplace and to our community. Our first Workplace Hero Award goes to Adam Austin. Adam is being honored because of his dedication and incredible work ethic. Those that worked with Adam expressed their complete satisfaction with his work, his drive, and determination.
Adam started with us probably about 5 years ago. We brought him in to do our tote cleaning and just kind of some of the janitorial stuff that we do here in the facility. He's learned tons of tasks, things that he didn't ever think that he'd be able to do. It's just a brightening thing to see him and how excited he gets to do the things that everybody else gets to do.
He started out just doing simple stuff, and then they started adding more and more things for him to do, to the point that they were so pleased with his work that they hired him on full time. So he's a great success story in the sense that he worked very, very hard along the process, and he was able to become fully employed at Amerisource.
Columbus was a lifesaver. It gave Adam the opportunity to learn to have a job in a safe environment. He wasn't ready to do it on his own, and because of Columbus and because of the people here, he was able to get into a job where they gave him some leeway. You know, that they took time to teach him, they took time to supervise him, and it meant that now he can have an independent job.
Amerisource is a very diverse company. They strive on equal opportunities for everybody, and it's something that they really push, just treating everybody the same. It's something that they're really, really high on.
A paycheck is a good motivator. He needs to do a job he might not completely love because he wants to be able to pay for things. And that was a very adult lesson that we were not able to teach him. But through being here and being in this environment and being in his job, that's what he learned. He learned more how to be a responsible adult.
What I like most about my job is that the people here are nice. I like working with them, and I like doing my part to help bring medicine to people, even though I'm not handling the medicine directly. Just keeping this place clean helps things run smoothly.
You know, especially in a situation where you have a child with special needs, it's very difficult to go through the steps with him and have them be so frustrated about, you know, seeing everybody around him being able to do things that he can't do. And so to have him be in a job where he's happy and appreciated and then honored for it, I don't even have the words of how wonderful that is.
Our second Workplace Hero Award goes to Scott Schaefer. Scott is being honored because of his initiative to take on work tasks at the Columbus Activities Program, which led him to a full-time job in our contracted services. Scott has set an example of hard work and determination among his peers.
Scott came to Columbus initially through activities program, so he wasn't doing a work program at all. The activities program director came to me back when I was the director of contract services and said, hey, we've got this client here who really wants a job. And he's a hard worker, he's a great guy. And I said, sure, well, let's give him a try. We gave him a try at custodial here for a while and blew it out of the water. Just great, did a really good job. From there, we like to move people on to teams out in the community, and that's where he is right now. He's with Intermountain Healthcare, and he's doing phenomenally out there. Brings that same joy and that same passion that he's brought to Columbus out to Intermountain Healthcare.
I've seen Scott working on pillowcases. I've seen him sorting scrub tops and bottoms. Scott is a hard worker, and he's adaptable to training wherever we need him, and we just show him just one time and he gets it. He's just always very proper and very respectful, and I appreciate his help because we sure miss him when he's not here.
He actually is a very fun personality. He's actually a fun guy to be around. He is super helpful. So he's always looking to help other people do their jobs. So he's really on top of things. We really enjoy Scott. He's just We love his jokes and things like that. He's just really a dynamic type of person to be around.
The positivity that he brought to that position could be seen from everyone. Directors made comments about it, clients made comments about it. Everyone just made a lot of comments about how great Scott is, how friendly he is, and how hard of a worker he really is.
My favorite part, make people be happy, everything. I like the job because I got friends, I got everybody who counts on me. I love my boss, I love my co-workers. They treat me nice. And I love everybody in this whole world.
On behalf of all of Columbus, I want to congratulate all the honorees. We couldn't do what we do without you. You're all a big part of our success. Every day, we transform the lives of individuals with disabilities through our employment, training, day programs, and housing opportunities. The services and care we give help support the growth, development, and independence of our clients. With the help of our donors, business and community partners, and all of you watching today, we can continue to provide these critical services that lead to a productive, fulfilling, and meaningful life for those we serve. As Mike shared earlier, all of your donations matter. They count. They go to something. You can text to give by texting HERO, H-E-R-O, to 855-480-1152. We'd like to thank our sponsors. On behalf of Columbus Community Family, I am going to share some thoughts that 2020 has been an intense year. It's been a year of loss, and you can view it that way in its entirety, or what I've done, I've chosen to view it as a year of reassessing what's important, reassessing what I value. The trophies and toys that I was chasing don't really seem so important anymore. What matters is community, connection, going out of my way to talk to my neighbors more, checking on them, knowing that we're all only as strong as our common bonds. We can't do it alone. And right now, in a global pandemic, we're all being asked to step up into a global conscience. We're all being asked to pivot and adapt. Stubbornness is the inability to adapt. Perseverance is the ability to adapt. And we're being asked to do so. And not all of us have the same resources to adapt as easily as others. And part of that is having an open heart and being open enough to be vulnerable in giving. Be vulnerable in extending a hand. Be vulnerable in showing that you yourself are scared. And we all understand that we're all going to this together. And so, I hope that you all are brave enough to begin to let go of old stories. Stories about what success meant. But now being brave enough to understand success may mean something like clarity. Clarity of knowing that my worth is not attached to an outcome or to status or toys or symbols, but clarity of knowing that we're all in this together, that we're all just guests here on planet Earth at this time. And are we brave enough to open our hearts and give and share of our time and our resources to each other? I hope this helps you share and think and ponder and reflect and reassess yourself what matters to you and your family at this time. Thank you so much for giving your hour to us, for letting us all come into your home and share our stories, for letting us all even just brag about these people in our community that we're so proud of. Thank you for your time. And during this time, we ask you to please stay healthy and to stay safe.